They swore an oath to protect us, but instead they protected the cartels and the poison. Federal prosecutors just charged 20 people, including 14 current and former law enforcement officers. They were accused of helping the very forces spreading poison to our towns and our children. This wasn't negligence, this was betrayal. And wait until you guys hear how far it went. And the FBI says these officers used their uniforms and patrol cars to shield the poison's path, guarding shipments while families grieved the damage that it caused. So tell me this, what happens to a nation when those meant to defend it join the enemy? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And can America still trust the badge? I don't know if they can in Mississippi. Let's go ahead and break it down. So my name is Tom. I'm with the Daily Beltway, and I'm also a White House correspondent for the Next News Network. If you guys are new here, please hit that subscribe button. We're growing fast, and every like, comment, and sub helps us expose the truth the corporate media wants to bury. Give us a share, too. That's a very important metric. So federal prosecutors just revealed what they're calling Operation River Shadow, a massive takedown of officers accused of betraying their oath and protecting the poison flowing through the Mississippi Delta into Tennessee and other states across this nation. Let's go ahead and check this out.
2-year investigation into a drug trafficking organization in North Mississippi comes to an end.
And that led to almost a dozen arrests. The Marshall County Sheriff's Department, along with U.S. Marshals, say the group was responsible for distributing pounds of meth, cocaine, and other controlled substances in Marshall, DeSoto, Lafayette, and Benson counties in Mississippi. 11 federal arrest warrants were served, and the suspects had a court appearance at the federal courthouse in Oxford.
Real quick, a lot of you guys make fun of me for drinking a lot during the videos. I had a bad throat surgery. I almost died, and my throat locks up sometimes, so I have to drink quite frequently. Going to continue.
We're here today to talk about some critically serious allegations that mark it's just a monumental betrayal of public trust. That's what we're talking about here today. We're here today to announce the indictment and arrest of 20 individuals, most of them law enforcement officers in the Mississippi Delta region. The indictments generally allege the taking of bribes to attempt to aid and abet drug trafficking, as well as associated crimes.
These are the same people that respond to when people are ODing or they're dying of over whatever. And these are the same people that see the consequences of what they're allowing into the neighborhoods and to the kids. They took bribes and said, yeah, it's fine.
Involves a conspiracy whereby law enforcement officers and their accomplices are alleged to have agreed to provide safe passage for illegal narcotics and drug proceeds to the Mississippi Delta region, and ultimately on the last of those runs into Memphis itself. And they did this in return for bribe payments, for money. They are also indicted for related firearms offenses and, of course, individual counts related to specific runs throughout the Mississippi Delta.
I hope to God they throw the book at these people and they spend the rest of their lives in prison rotting for what they did. The indictments list 14 officers, including 2 sheriffs, accused of selling their loyalty and escorting shipments under the protection of the badge. In some cases, these officers allegedly used their patrol vehicles to clear the roads and ensure the poison made it through without interruption. I can't even process that. According to federal, that's like a bad movie. It is. It's got to be like the plot of 100 bad movies. You're working with the cartel, paying off dirty cops, and then you're just unaliving tens of thousands of Americans because of what you're doing. Yeah. According to federal investigators, undercover agents posed as couriers and captured the entire network on camera. Officers taking envelopes of cash, coordinating routes, and protecting convoys. I want you guys to think about that. These men carried the same badges children in their towns were taught to trust and used them to protect the very poison destroying their friends' lives. An FBI official said the investigation began when legitimate sources complained about having to pay tolls to pass through local checkpoints, like bribes demanded by those wearing the uniform. And imagine how deep the rot must go when even criminals grow tired of the corruption. The criminals turned them in. The human cost is heartbreaking, guys. Communities across the Delta have lost hundreds of lives to this poison. Families now wonder if loved ones would still be here had the officers done their jobs. And tell me this, do you guys believe this kind of betrayal is limited to Mississippi, or do you think it's happening across America? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you have any evidence, I would love to maybe do a video about it and send something off to the White House when I go out there. Anyways, Governor Tate Reeves called the arrest a gut punch to public trust. Federal agents say some of the accused even used department-issued firearms while working for the very networks spreading poison in their own town. And this is where it all changes, because this isn't a scandal, it's a mirror. When the prosecutors side with poison, justice itself is under attack. So if you guys got value from this update, please tap subscribe. My opinion is next. This should piss everybody off and make everybody stop and think. Our republic can survive bad policy and weak leadership, sure, but it cannot survive betrayal from within. The Biden administration will claim credit for cleaning this up, of course, because they're the ones that let this thing go into it. But Trump is not playing games, guys. As you can see, Cash Patel, Dan Bongino, and all these guys, they're literally rocking these dudes. They saw this, boom, they're not afraid to pull the trigger on it. This rot infestered under years of broken priorities, open borders, and leadership that rewarded politics instead of principle. And good officers are the backbone of our country, but the bad ones are the ones that tear it apart. Because when the poison spreads with police protection, it's not just corruption, it's surrender. We need more moral courage, not careerists. We need protectors who stand for truth and not for payoffs. And that's how we save our country. That's how we save our republic. So stay alert, stay informed, and stay free. And share this video because this is garbage. And if this is happening near you, I want to hear about it. I got plenty of friends, and I'm happy to share that around. I want to end this stuff. Let's do it.